In this part of our number guess app project, we'll continue working on the conditional code in our checkGuess function. This section is going to be checking for a low guess, a guess that is lower than our secret target number. If that's the case, we'll change our feedback. Let's go ahead and jump in and get started with the coding. In your code, tap right behind the closing curly brace in line 85. Go ahead and add a space. Now, our conditional code right above this, just check to see if our guess was equal to our target number. If that's true, we'll do what's inside the curly braces, but maybe it's false. Maybe they did not guess our secret target number. In that case, we need our next condition to check to see if their guess is lower than our target number. So right after the closing curly brace in line 85, we've left a space, and now let's type else if. You should see that pop up on your code snippets. Go ahead and tap return and leave another space after if. Now we're going to check to see if our guess, again, that's one of our variables, so go ahead and tap return when you see that on the code snippets to insert that code. We're going to leave a space after that, and we want to see if it is less than our target number. When you see target number pop up on the code snippets, go ahead and tap return. And now add another space, and then we need an opening curly brace. That will give us a closing curly brace. And let's go ahead and tap return to move that closing curly brace down a line. On line 86, let's go ahead and put a comma in. So type 2 backslashes and a space. This section of our code is going to check for a low guess and change feedback. Go ahead and tap return at the end of line 86. So if we've skipped what's inside of our curly braces for our first condition, now we're checking to see if our guess is less than our target number. If it is, we're going to change our feedback. So let's start typing our variable name feedback. We'll see that pop up on our code snippets. Go ahead and tap return. We're going to assign the value or set the value for feedback to what we're going to type on the right side. We're going to type a string. We want to change the text in our feedback. So go ahead and add a quotation mark. That will give us a closing quotation mark. And let's type your number is, and now we're going to use string interpolation to insert the value of our variable into the string. So we need a forward slash, not the backslash that we've been using for comments, but a forward slash. And then a parentheses. That's going to give us a closing parenthesis. And that value that we want to insert is the value that's being held in our variable user guess. So when you see that pop up on your code snippets, go ahead and tap return. And that is going to show that value, whatever the number is, that our user put into the text field right inside of this feedback string. Now let's finish up our feedback. So go ahead and tap carefully right after the parentheses, but before the quotation mark. Go ahead and put a space and a dash, and then let's type guess is too low. Now we have two sections of conditional code. In the first section of conditional code, we're checking to see if our guess is equal to our secret target number. If that's not true, we'll skip everything that is inside of our curly braces and we'll move on to our next condition, where we'll check to see if our guess is less than our target number. If that is not true, we will also skip everything that's inside of the curly braces and we'll move on to check a third condition. And we'll get into how to do that in the next part of our number guess app project.